What's the most profitable way parents exploited their kids? Every summer, my family would make sure one of us kids would get injured at a different corporation's property. Slip and falls at Walmart, food poisoning at McDonald's, dog bites at pet stores. My parents would collect the settlement, usually around $30,000. Then miraculously, we'd have a full recovery. They called it teaching us acting skills. Really, it was a lawsuit factory. I watched my brother Aaron do his first performance at 7. My parents had him eat expired seafood to induce real vomiting at a Red Lobster. He projectile vomited on 3 tables while my mom screamed about negligence. They collected $35,000 in settlement while Aaron spent a week with food poisoning. When we got home, my father high-fived him for the security cameras. College fund, he laughed, knowing it meant straight to their gambling debts. My sister Angela broke protocol once. She was supposed to slip at Target, but she actually fell wrong and fractured her wrist for real. My parents were thrilled. Real injuries meant bigger payouts. They got $75,000 and Angela got nerve damage that still makes her hand shake. I spent years preparing for my performances, learning to cry on command, hold my breath until I turned blue, make myself hyperventilate. My mother, who worked as a paralegal, drilled me constantly on testimony. What do you say if they ask about previous incidents? This has never happened before. We love this store. Wrong answers meant no dinner. Everything changed when I turned 14. My chemistry teacher, Mr. Rodriguez, mentioned something odd. Interesting that your family has had 17 accidents requiring settlements in the past decade. Statistical anomaly. My blood froze. Your cousin mentioned it before graduating. He continued carefully, leaving printouts about fraud on his desk where I could see them. Criminal charges, foster care, federal investigation. My biggest performance came at 15. My parents had upgraded their ambitions. They wanted me to get assaulted by a security guard at a high-end mall. The story. Overzealous guard thought I was shoplifting. Got physical. Trauma ensued. A potential payout, $250,000, but it required real bruises. The night before, my father hit me repeatedly with a phone book. Doesn't leave specific marks, just general bruising. My mother documented everything with photos, practicing her sob story. You're going to college debt-free, Dad said, punching my ribs. You're welcome. At the mall, I was supposed to pocket something small, get caught, then escalate the situation by resisting. The security guard would naturally restrain me. We'd claim excessive force, cash out. But the guard they picked was a 22-year-old kid, barely older than me. When I pocketed the item, he just said quietly, "Hey man, wanna put that back? No trouble needed." I was supposed to run, make him chase me. Instead, I froze. "You okay?" he asked, noticing my bruises. "Someone hurt you?" The breaking point was my cousin Jamie, 8 years old, the minimum age my family considered trainable. Her parents had found a new angle, emotional distress from racist incidents at stores. They were coaching her to provoke reactions they could sue over. The night before Jamie's first performance, I made a choice. I slipped her my old phone with everything documented. 20 years of fraudulent lawsuits, medical records proving fake injuries, their actual playbook with instructions for each scam. "If you get scared," I whispered, "you call this number. It's a detective who's been investigating our family." The next morning, they took Jamie to perform at a department store, but instead of following the script, she walked up to security and handed them the phone. "My parents are making me fake injuries for money," she said clearly. "There's proof on here." The FBI raid hit 12 houses simultaneously. Parents, aunts, uncles, grandparents, 3 generations of grifters, 87 fraudulent lawsuits over 20 years, 4 million in stolen settlements. At the trial, my father screamed that I destroyed the family. "We gave you everything. You gave me PTSD and permanent trust issues," I replied. But here's what the FBI found that changed everything. One of our cousins hadn't survived his performance. What they'd called a drowning accident at a hotel pool had been murdered. They killed him for a $2 million settlement. Full story on the channel below.